terms of municipal projects and or whether you would have any municipal projects. We're sort of, again, our role is just to ensure that every TIF district being proposed meets the statutory requirements. And so, you know, when a draft, hopefully a draft comes in, if there's time, I'm reading it, and if something sounds a little different, I go back to the statute, and I might have to pick up the phone and call and ask questions. Yes. Yeah.
Would you happen to know how long it takes this to turn over once it's brought to your office, turned over either as an approval, denial, or amended?
It varies. They're all different because basically we juggle applications, and quite frankly, if something is missing or is not provided, it puts that application on hold. So I have at least 6 applications right now that have been on hold for a while I'm awaiting for, you know, something that it may have been as simple as the cover letter was missing, and the cover letter is required. In this case, the cover letter is required by statute. If the final document that you put on top of what you submit is required to include a sentence that says, you know, with this letter I certify and attest that everything is true to the best of my knowledge, and then you sign off. Well, if the letter doesn't include that, and even include something as friendly as, here you go, and if you have any question, call me, thanks, and it's signed off, that requires a phone call on my part. I can't accept that letter because you're not attesting to everything in this application being true to the best of your knowledge, including the fact that, you know, these are the minutes, and so on. But it's a very specific, again, the TIF manual, the statute is very specific as to all the components. Would anybody like to look at this sample? Again, it would have been too much photocopying, but I have a sample of an entire...
Is that online? Can we access that online?
Not these, because this is a particular application for a district.
Is it an approved one? Or?
Yes, this is an approved one. And this is a copy of the credit enhancement agreement. Now, once, you know, these are approved, these become basically public documents.
And where do you get a hold of a document like that at the public?
Well, Gene has samples, and he can forward those to you via
No, but isn't there a certain depository that all these go to, so any member of the public can go out and draw
yes.
one out?
Yes, well, as soon as you created a TIF, you should be able at any time to go into your town office and, you know, go look at the program.
Being a town office, is it?
Yes.
Wherever the TIF is developed. Okay.
That's correct. The program becomes a public document. The terms of it, if there is a credit enhancement agreement, will be in the program. And, you know, as a resident, you can go in and review the documents.
Smitty, do you put those on your website, the approved TIFs and the approved credit enhancement agreements?
We don't have the capability of doing that at this time, Gene. But yeah, that's, you know, something. Typically, TIF attorneys or consultants have samples. You know, so Matt, I'm sure, first of all, he has everything that he's working with. And they're very much up to, you know, what